Well, this is today's project, and we are back out on over here at the lot with the stumps that Matt and I cut, and we are going to be grinding them down with this guy. This is a Barreto, I think that's how you pronounce it, Barreto 30SG. I'm renting this from United Rentals, and we're gonna see how this goes. This is a gasoline powered model. And just FYI, I have never in my life run a stump grinder. So today's going to be a first, but I did a bunch of research over the weekend, and I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night, so I should be good. But from what I can tell, the main thing with these things is with the gasoline powered units is to just take it real slow. You can't take too big of bites. And the other thing is that if the cutter head teeth are not sharp, you're in for a long day. So these units just don't, the engines don't generate the torque like a diesel, like a bigger diesel would, that can just power the heads through whatever they're hitting, whether they're dull or sharp or not. But with these, they really have to be sharp, and I don't know if these are sharp or not. I don't know enough about these, but for anybody out there that does this every day, you could kind of tell me this. I can definitely see a difference here between here and here. So I don't know, these don't look, some of them don't look great, so I don't know, we'll have to see. They said these outer ones are the ones that wear the worst, typically the quickest. So I don't know if this thing has an hour meter on it or not. I'm sure it does. I don't know where that may be on here. I'll have to see if I can find it later, see figure out how many hours is on it. But I heard it wasn't a lot. They just got this thing and said it was fairly new, so we're gonna turn this thing on and see what she'll do. Okay, so far pretty good progress. It takes a little getting used to there with the controls and having to kind of feel your way through the stump as it cuts. One thing I've noticed here, I haven't quite gone deep enough where I want to go here. I'm just kind of feeling my way through this stump. I don't really know how, way the dirt's built up here, I don't really know how deep it is, so to speak. So I see this little edge here I'm gonna have to come back and regrind through. So I'm gonna set the GoPro back up at a little different angle and we'll keep grinding through this. But so far it's making pretty good progress. In 10 minutes I'm pretty happy with it so far, so seems to be doing good. I raked all this out and let's keep going. I just wanted to stop for a second, show you guys this. This is where the pine stump, we finally got into the pine stump. You can see where it met this this oak stump. And it's just kind of crazy to see in here how this all just kind of grew and blended together into two, you know, these two big trees grew into one tree. It's just amazing to see how that worked there. So just kind of cool. Just wanted to point this out. The reason you're seeing this is pine right here. So we're finally into the pine stump, and that's about the halfway point. So we're getting there. we are done. So all in all, got the job done. I got started right at about 12:15, and then Kelly brought me a couple sandwiches and for lunch, and then a couple breaks. So all in all, I think this took me right at about 3 hours to grind this up. Again, first time ever doing this, never run a stump grinder in my life ever. I think I did a pretty good job. It took me about an hour to kind of get a feel for it, but you can hear it in the motor, and you actually kind of feel it in the machine pretty good, you know, when it's taking too much, or when you can kind of power through something. I like that thing. It works pretty well. Obviously it's not a diesel, it doesn't have the power of a diesel, but it works really well. So this took right about 3 hours. This was a 54-inch stump across the top. Underneath it, it was probably closer to over 60, because of the way it kind of branched out, you know, underneath that dirt, it was pretty big. So I've got several other stumps I got to do too. So it's already, I was supposed to be able to pick this thing up today at 7:30 this morning, but they didn't bring it over from Florence, so it got delivered here at like noon. So I'm not really getting a whole day with it, but I'm gonna try to grind till about 6 o'clock. So I got about another 2.5-ish hours or so I can grind. So I'll probably come back on Friday and grind the rest of these stumps. I'm gonna try to maybe do one more other one, but I wanted to get this big one taken care of today, kind of give me an idea of how the other ones were gonna go. And this was the big one that I needed to do. So if you haven't seen my other video, the reason why we're grinding these stumps and not digging them, you see that green flag right there? This is a sewer line right through here. We have this located, and for the house out here, and so you can see that sewer line goes right underneath those two big pine stumps right there. And when I dug that stump out from over there, that thing was like 12, the taproot on it was like 10 or 12 feet long. It was massive, it was huge. So it wouldn't surprise me if these are growing around that sewer line that's underneath there. So we're not gonna even touch trying to dig them, and they're not on the house, you know, on the house footprint. So we're just gonna grind them down, get rid of them. Got that one too. So I'll get some more footage of this. I'll also do, after I get some more time on this thing, I'll do a review of this thing. I haven't seen a review of this particular machine. So I'll kind of do a review of likes, dislikes, kind of break that down. If you're interested in buying one of these or renting it, I'll have all my thoughts on that on a separate video. So hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a long video. I'm probably gonna have to like speed time it through there for a good bit of it to make it worth watching. But I'm gonna try to finish this up, a couple of these other little ones, and I'll get some more footage and get a review on that. And I'll see you guys later.